To the top right of the map for FX Open in game number 3 between the two Protoss players here in the third round of the Challenger League. We have
FXO Hurricane.
FXO Hurricane. Small micro mistakes, unit control mistakes in game number 2 gave his opponent an easy win, arguably. Starting to the bottom right, currently C4 CJ enters.
CJ enters Hero.
Hurricane laughing the loss on map number 2 off. He knows exactly that this was not really indicative of his play. Losing a stock and a mothership core this early in the game, it was like one of those things where it's like, okay, it happens. Shouldn't happen in such a game where it's really important. But what can you do about it? Just shrug it off and concentrate on game number 3. This is what it's all about. We're going the entire distance with the best of 3 series here. And let's find out who is going to advance to the Premier League now.
They're at vertical spawns right now, so no any sort of weird engagement's going to happen near the watchtowers or at that little bridge. If it goes to late game, it's going to be more decided by the walkway that goes south or north, depending on whose perspective you're talking about. So this is a good positions for Stargate play, Warp Prism play. Blink Stalkers on this map, not really ideal. But, you know, it depends on your opponent's build. In PvP and Wings of Liberty, it just seemed like Blink Stalker play was so much about your opponent's main base, how well you could blink into the main, how well you can harass and continue to slow down Colossi timings. But in the Heart of the Swarm, it's kind of like, well, was he gritty enough that even though it's not good to blink in the main, I can actually just kill him at his natural and hope he doesn't have enough photon overcharge to hold. So you do see blink every now and then, even on maps that don't look like, from the looks of things, that they're good for it.
Well, in the game here, we have a bit of a scouting advantage now for Hero, who this time gets the scout to the top right immediately, so he will find out what Hurricane is up to, whereas the SFO Protoss player goes to the top left first, and that will give him a very late scout of his opponent's base. So a bit of an advantage already for Hero, and the Twilight Council that Hurricane is going for is not going to be a secret.
Yeah.
But once again, this timing comes in. Oh, he actually did not really confirm, right?
I think he
moves
did.
in again.
Well, he's definitely going to confirm that it wasn't cancelled here, or if he didn't click on it before, he does verify.
Yeah. He didn't click before, it was skirting the edge just a little bit. But yeah, going back to that, so we have now the attack for both of them. Stargate going up against the Twilight Council, and with Hurricane building it in the main base, it kind of shows already that he expects it to be scouted. Earlier, he already proxied at least the Dark Shrine. This time it doesn't really look like he's going for a proxy build. And he himself just doesn't know what's going on. There's the Dark Shrine, actually, hiding it basically in plain sight. It's a really fast one on the other hand, though.
Yeah, really quick. It's one of the fastest Dark Shrines you can get. And obviously he's going to have to go Oracle here to deal with the DTs, unless he wants to get, well, he could get his own Robo up, but he just added 2 gateways, so the situation seems very unlikely. And still no scout whatsoever by Hurricane of what Hero is doing.
You know, this could be really, really problematic. If he does not see anything here, if he misses the Mothership Core, or if the Oracle goes somehow around the Mothership Core and isn't seen, then that Oracle appearing in the main base could take out so many harvests of Hurricane. And even with the DTs that he has, it's something that Hero already kind of counts for. If he keeps one Oracle back, he will have the energy to go for the detection, and then we will see a very fast game.
He's going into 4 gateways for all this up, so he's going to use the DTs, see if he can get any kills. Beyond that, he will make an Archon and try to win the game with a force field on the ramp. But like you said, he has no idea about this coming. Oh, does the Pylon see? I don't think the Pylon saw that.
I think it did just barely, but I'm not sure.
It's really hard to say. Here's a warp in here defensively.
He moved back. He wants to have the detection here. He's actually like really... Yeah, he wants to make sure that he has detection against the DTs. He's already waiting for them. He realizes that he can't just simply go to the top right.
Okay, so he's going Blink.
Oh, there he goes. And he sees the DT, moves back. Here comes the detection and takes it out.
Yep, easily. Oracles are so fast. Stalker's actually struggling to keep up.
Yeah. Stalker's really struggling. I mean, the DT should go down regardless. There's no second DT that he could use.
Just leaves the 1 Stalker here. I feel like if the Oracle had just actually gone into attack, it would have been fine. Nice deny here.
Yeah, catching a Stalker, so taking that down.
You know, I think that's his second ability here. He actually just lets it go.
Yeah,
Mothership Core may go down here. Looks likely to. One more shot.
He gets it.
Boom.
And there is already the pylon, but we have a lot of units for Hurricane also in the game already. Looking at the army supply, we have 20 to 14.
Yeah. 4 gateways up for Hurricane with Blink on the way, unless he canceled that. Loses his forward pylon.
DT is still alive, by the way, to the left side of the map, not taken out. Blink is halfway done, a bit more than that. Hurricane could use his gateways now to get his Stalkers into the picture. Supply blocked on the other hand, and that's an issue. The Oracle trying to get into the main base, but immediately attacked by those Stalkers, and it is Hero who's on the offensive.
Yeah, I think Heroes is actually faking this aggression a little bit. He wants to see if there's a Nexus there. He wants to get his robotics up, which is what he's going to want against the Blink. He just has to make sure he doesn't overcommit, or else Hurricane is going to blink down the ramp and surprise him.
Harvesters are dead even. There comes the Blink forward by Oracle. Revelation used before it goes down. DT takes down the forward pylon of Hero, and therefore also ends this kind of aggression that he was trying to put on. But he has his own expansion now on the way, and also the halfway completed robotics.
This Revelation here actually so annoying, because he knows where the attack is coming from. He knows exactly how big it is, and he can't hide Blink. If he blinks, he's going to know about it.
Well, he already knows about Blink, the Oracle that was taken out by the forward Blink.
Yeah, you're actually correct on that. And now he knows for sure, even further, his Stalker's tuning Blink. You can't lose an upgrade in Heart of the Storm, at least not yet. This Nexus here
is not going to happen.
I don't think so, yeah. I mean, it's okay because he doesn't have his own Nexus up at home. He needs Immortals, though.
Yeah, he's trying to go up that ramp. He has to be careful that he's not force fielded here. He doesn't have an Archon with this.
Yeah. First Immortal is on the way. The Oracle's taking a lot of hits. This is such a weird game.
It's really weird. Both of them are just trying to hit the economy of the opponent, trying to find an opening, but both of them really denying quite well the aggression of the other player. We could see an expansion play out of Hurricane right now if he decides to go into his own Nexus, and it looks very much like this is what's going to happen here. Starts the Nexus, whereas Hero decides to go into the Robotics Bay so they can access the Colossi. He's trying to just throw Hurricane back to make sure that he can get his own Nexus. The economy will be better for the FX Open play.
The transition that we saw from Hurricane was really... It looked like it was just going to be an all-in follow-up to the DTs, but then once he realized that the Oracles were coming, he couldn't do that anymore. And the build is much better for Hero because he has the better tech. He has Immortals. He's getting the Bay. He's going to have the ability to get down the ramp really soon here. The one thing that Hurricane really has going for him, you mentioned it before, is just having that faster Nexus.
Well, the thing is, like, he can't really go down that ramp just yet because the problem for him is that there are 2 sentries too. It's not only about the Stalkers, but once he tries to walk down that ramp, we will immediately see a force fielder on it. So it's really risky for Hero to try to go down, and every second counts at this point.
Yeah, he's going to have to wait for that first Colossus. In fact, he's already leaving, expecting that's coming out pretty soon.
Yeah, could have waited there a little bit longer. And here we go, Oracle and the Warp in on the Warp Prison.
Yeah, he's got a lot of units. He can use a lot of tools.
No expansion. The expansion is done for Hurricane, about to be, and he knows what's going on there. On the other hand, we have no Nexus started for Hero. He's going for that Colossus. No expansion play just yet. And this just means that he could try to take down that Mothership, and he's blinking in! And he takes down the Warp Prison. Mothership, of course, not in the game. Sorry for that.
But the DTs actually help clean up as well here, and now the Colossus is out. The question is, does he counterattack, or does he sit back and just take the late Nexus? It looks like he's just going to take the late Nexus.
I don't think he can counterattack. He just lost the Warp Prison, and he lost an Immortal in there. He is down in overall army supply. He has, of course, a bit of a tech advantage. That's definitely true. But the economy is going to give Hurricane so much additional production. And he himself will very soon have the tech that he needs to counter any aggression that Hero puts on the map. The Hero is actually starting to... I don't want to say desperate, but he's looking at a position where he's running a bit out of time on our options.
Yeah. I like the tech situation for him, but losing that Immortal is really painful. So... actually goes ahead and makes that Oracle into a detector for some reason, despite having the Observer there. The Blink tech actually is kind of annoying too, because if he wants to go for a counterattack, maybe, just maybe, he could make it work, but then, wow, those rocks are revealed. Is that even, that's actually a thing. Did he even reveal the Lyo? Here we go though, Blink Micro actually helping out, again, just what I was talking about against this army.
Yep, blinking away once more, and the most important thing is just he keeps Hero busy. If those rocks run away, he will know about it.
Yeah, if he kills the rocks, he'll know. Thing is, I can understand the reveal on the rocks, like why that would be part of the game, because then you can know if the rocks are destroyed. But the reveal on the Leote, I'm a little bit at a loss for. It's like Leote's like, hey, listen, I'm neutral. Don't spy on me.
If that would be Boudoir with a Parasite and the Queen, maybe.
Well, if that was America, well, get into that one later. Another reveal goes down. Now, should they really be able to go into that Leote's private affairs? I mean.
Yeah, I don't know. Reading all the Facebook posts.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit invasive.
Yeah, I mean, if the Leote writes an email, you know, and then immediately the NSL is there, it's like, yeah, we know everything that you did.
At Oracle's vision may be a bit much. But he actually constantly uses that, and I like that. When you have Oracles and you constantly use this ability, at the very least you can see your opponent's movements. And he has to be careful where he builds tech structures he might want to hide, or powering up for gateways, or even building a third nexus. He has to make sure that he does all of this in secret.
The economy is actually pretty good for a hero. Hurricane with the earlier nexus could have tried to play a little bit more greedy and use Chrono Boost on his pro production, and something that he didn't do. Gets the edge with the charge upgrade, and also, of course, with the +1 attack, that's just a little bit. And he expands again. He goes into a third, and it's really important that he takes down that hallucinated Phoenix. Moves back immediately after realizing that the army is about to trap him. Look how he protects the Nexus here. No drop is going to harm that.
No way, Jose. And there are so many Immortals, actually, for Hurricane, even getting an additional one. I think he's cutting Colossi out. He's not going to make any of those, at least not for a while. He's going to just get Archons, Immortals, and Charged Zealots. Upgrades in his favor right now.
Then comes another hallucinated Phoenix moving in and trying to find out if there's a third base, and that's indeed the case. Hurricane and Hero are both heading into a third, but Hurricane once again a little bit faster than his opponent.
3 hit points left on that Oracle. Not going to get anything done. Twilight Council coming up here very late. Charge is on the way. You know, I like Hurricane's position a lot, just simply because he's building a composition that's strong in this part of the game. But if he doesn't make any Colossi ever, then I don't know how well that late game is going to go for him, because he's already up against a 5th Colossus now on the way for Hero.
+2 attack upgrade has been immediately started for Hurricane here, and he is still relying on the Immortal numbers and Gateway units, only 1 Arc in here to break force fields. There comes the Warp Prism. He's trying to do what Hero earlier on couldn't really accomplish, dropping a few Immortals and do damage to his opponent's base. Hero lost his Warp Prism and he lost the Immortal, but now we have the counter aggression by Hurricane, taking down that cannon easy peasy, and now going straight for the Harvesters.
Forcing a recall. Yeah, he needs to get out of there, actually.
Yep.
Wow, he picks off a Stalker even. Immortals will 2-shot a probe, so it's actually pretty good harassment as long as you have your eye on your Warp Prism. The Oracle here that was under fire earlier actually escapes, well, for a short period of time.
Just for a second. But problematic is the Harvester count now. We have Hurricane definitely in the lead, army supply and worker supply. Trying to catch his opponent maybe a bit off guard here and taking down one of those forward pylons.
Yeah. In the middle of the map, a good engagement could easily be taken by Hurricane. But if Hero tries to engage and control the engagement with good force fields and also with those Colossi, everything could be different.
The +2 attack upgrade isn't done for Hurricane yet. If he can buy himself a bit more time, then he will have the edge in the upcoming fight. Hero starts his own attack upgrade, the second one that is, of course, but like it's a bit too late to really matter in the next engagement.
That Warp Prism is definitely going to allow Hurricane to try to pick up a Colossus or 2 with those Immortals. And I don't know what happened there, but it looks like the Mothership Core died. Blink forward here on those Colossi. And where's the Immortal drop? He drops the Immortals, targets down the Colossi immediately, doing that immediate damage to the Colossus. Doesn't get a whole lot done, though. He doesn't even finish one of them off, but he has the Concave.
Yeah, but the Gateway units that are protecting those Colossi is really in trouble, and suddenly there's a blink forward. Once again, another Colossus goes down. He warps another set of Zealots, but the 3rd Colossus is already biting the dust. Only 3 of them remaining, and Hurricane currently being on the chase. Only 40 army supply remaining here. For Hero, the CJ enters play in trouble, and Hurricane is on the move, forcing his way down the map.
Just remember, those Colossi is so strong without any Gateway units attacking them. Even against Immortals, as long as he can kite, can do very well. But the next wave of Zealots is actually going to change everything. Again, a Hurricane, if he fights in the middle of the map, he fights on his terms like we just saw, especially with that Immortal drop on the Colossi, which really gets into Hero's head.
And there's just so much momentum going for him. The +2 tech upgrade really mattered in the last battle, and now he's heading straight into +3. He could add the second Forge if he wanted to. He has 3 bases, he has a good saturation with 58 harvesters, could build a couple of additional probes, but he's going into additional tech already. We have him with a Stargate now produced. He can go into Tempest in the later stages of the game, but he knows that at this point already, he has the momentum. He can either keep the map control or maybe even try to take down the third, or at least pressure it.
Yeah, +3 coming down, still making more Immortals. He has 8 Immortals right now. Plus, I think 6 Archons. 6 Archons visible anyways. And as long as he has his Concave here, there's nothing that Hero is going to do. He's just trying to poke with his Colossi.
And there's the tech switch. He's going straight into the Fleet Beacon, trying to aim for the Tempest, and adding a 4th base.
4th base, Tempest, 2nd Stargate, +3. You got another Warp Prism. It's almost worth it for him, I feel, to get Warp Prism speed right now with how well he's been able to do damage with the Warp Prisms and also drop on top of Colossi.
Army, of course, or the overall supply been in his favor by 30, and Hero realizes that he is really starting to lose his position on the map. The 4th base coming in, double Stargate for Hurricane, and Hurricane is just playing it super slow here. He doesn't want to overextend, he does not want to go for an attack and then be countered. He's getting in again with a double Immortal drop and taking out that cannon, trying to go for fuel the probes.
Yep.
Warping in a DT too, he's going for the expansion! He might get it!
And he will actually. And the Immortal actually. What? Hero attacked his own Nexus too. That was really weird. And DT's actually.
DTs are still there.
Yeah.
There is only one Observer, and the Observer is as shown at the top. He needs to attack his own units to target down those DTs, and that's what he does, but his income is so limited. Just look at it at the top right, 900 against 1,500 minerals per minute, and double Tempest production already started for Hurricane.
Double Tempest production, he keeps his Immortals alive, he has a 4th base, he has +3, he's getting the armor, he has the better Archon count. If actually, I don't know who's observing for us today, I think it's Heaven, but if he showed us the Army value tab, just like hitting A, I think we would see a huge disparity massively in favor of Hurricane over Hero. Look at that. 7 Archons, 9 Immortals, 2 Tempests, even the Sentry's there. And, you know, this is an okay trade for him. Not the best.
But he saves the Warp Prism, he saves everything here.
Oh my god!
Gets away with everything. He occupies his opponent, a 40 supply army lead, and all the time in the world that he needs to get his Tempests into the game. They have been revealed to Hero already, and I feel that at this point, Hero already knows how this game is going to go if he doesn't win a major battle somehow.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's 4 base against 2.
Not only that, like it's 3 attack upgrades against only 2 at this point. Yes, Hero is researching +3 and is going to complete it soon, but we have the armor upgrade already coming in, we have better tech, we have cannons coming up against run-bys. He himself is starting a few zealots that are running across the map to prevent another base from going up.
It's like he doesn't even believe that there's no other base. He's like, no, I have to go check with my zealots. Another hidden base is started, but it's way too late, and the zealots actually, as it is, will find that, I think.
He's adding every tech in the book now, Hero, and Hurricane, and he knows exactly that he's in a great position. He has 10 Immortals against 8, 7 against 5 Archons. The 5 Tempests alone will do so much damage against those Colossi.
He has the better Zealot count. Like, the Colossi are the only thing that Hero has that Hurricane doesn't have, but with good targeting, they're going to die basically instantly anyways.
Yep.
So, what are you going to do, Hero?
Hero
trying to hold the top of the ramp.
Miracle. He needs a miracle here, and there go the shots. The Tempest starting to do their damage from a safe distance, taking their shots and taking down units one by one. A 30 supply army lead. The +1 attack upgrade is also going to come into play very soon. He wants to make his way up the ramp, and there he goes.
High Templar here for the feedback on the Mothership Core. If you can actually get that off, it means that there will be no time warps for the Colossi. He's just picking off Archons here too.
Yeah, from a safe distance, taking out the Archons. And he's committing right now. The feedback already moving in. One of the Colossi is down. Another one immediately being attacked. 2 Colossi down. Only 1 remaining. Here comes the army. Hero has
He can't even do anything. He has no presence. He's walking around getting shot at by Tempest with his tail tucked between his legs. He has nothing he can do.
He cannot engage into this battle. He's trying to, though, and the Tempest doing that damage. The Argon's trying to get close enough to do something about it, but this is a 60 supply lead already for the FX Open Protoss player. Hurricane is going to town here. He is obliterating everything. The Argon's stuck behind the Immortals, though, but he's getting them into the picture right now.
There's the dance again here on the Immortals. Hurricane dancing it again.
God.
DTs go down. There's no observer. There's no detection. And
he's attacking his own High Templar. And the High Templar is like, what the hell are you doing? Like, I did my job. I feed back. And look at him. Hurricane, he's a happy panda. He goes to the Premier League in the first season 2014. Job well done.
Really well done. Just a little bit of a shaky game number 2, but otherwise looking solid. And he gets his revenge here. He takes the 2-1 and goes right back to Code S.
Yep.
And really well played. I'm proud of the kid. You know, he's had so much potential for so long. It's really starting to be realized in these past few months. And Hero, on the other hand, will have to try his hand at the up and downs.
Definitely well done by Hurricane here. That was a victory well due. I mean, like, he lost in the last season of the Challenger League already against Hero, and this time he was able to play it out. I mean, if you go up against an opponent that you already faced the season before and you know you lost that, if you lose against him again, this is like one of those gatekeeper scenarios that we sometimes have with Curious. But right now, Hero is making it, Hurricane is making it into the Premier League for the next season. And Hero will have to go through the up and downs.
Yeah, he will. And, you know, that's never the place you want to be. But he still has another chance, just like everybody who loses today and who lost yesterday.
We have another game coming your way. This is going to be a Terran versus Zerg, and this is one of the matches that a lot of people have been waiting for. Innovation is going to meet Hiva in our next game. Of course, we're going to head into a 5-minute break before we show you the match, so stay tuned. And in about 5, we will be back with the Terran versus Zerg at the WCS Challenger League in Korea.